Hi everyone, and welcome to this All Signs Tarot reading. We are going to take a look at who and or what is coming towards you, what's next. So go ahead and check your timestamp down below. This is good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any placement really. If you would like a personal reading with me, as always, my link is in the description box underneath the More tab of this video. All right, let's go ahead and get started and see what's going on for Aries. Okay, Aries, who and or what? What is coming toward you, around you, going on? Aries, please. Okay. So you have insight and you have acceptance. Okay, interesting. All right. And balance. Very nice. Okay, great energy. You do have an open door here. I noticed that imagery in this card. So there could be something coming toward you that's an acceptance. Maybe you're walking through a new door, maybe a new job, new person, who knows? Okay, so let's see what's going on for Aries with the tarot. Let's take a look. Aries. Okay. Yeah, some of you possibly traveling or going somewhere new, opening up a new door like that you haven't walked through before, both metaphorically but also literally. Okay, tell me about Aries, please. What's going on for Aries? As far as what and or who is next in their current energy, please. Okay. Oh, your card. Oh, all right. Yeah, some sort of stability. Either that or possibly another Aries, if that makes sense for you. All right, there could be an Aries masculine that is coming toward you. If it's not an Aries masculine for you, then I would say this is the energy of making a decision, or someone's making a decision about you. There is leadership potential here. There is stability potential here. So you might be making this choice, like getting this insight to move towards something else. Some of you possibly getting alone, right? We have acceptance. We have the book open here. The book's open, right? So with insight, it says insight is the fruit of wisdom. Keep a learning attitude. So yeah, I do feel like you are ready to accept new things, walk through new doors. So I'm not seeing anything like super quick, like coming towards you, but this is showing like what's next. So I do feel like you are headed towards either a major relationship that has a lot of stability or some sort of leadership position, something along those lines. Let's get a little bit more. Okay. What is ready to emerge from this situation for Aries? What is ready to emerge? Oh, all right. The moon. More clarity. Sagittarius, Pisces, Aries on the board. Okay. What was my other I wanted to do? Oh, yeah. Okay, so what's ready to emerge? The moon. I would say more clarity, coming out of confusion, coming out of this Two of Pentacles, should I, shouldn't I sort of energy, and what's ready to emerge, not emerging, but what's ready to emerge is more clarity with a situation. Okay. And tell me more about, okay. Yeah, wow. Ooh. So this is that you have the Ten of Swords in the position of what can liberate you with this situation. Like, you know, like what wants to emerge is the Moon card, and how to sort of liberate yourself into this positive energy, being the Moon card, which would be clarity, is to stop overthinking something. It's the Ten of Swords. So too much thinking, too much. It could also indicate too, like if you've been wondering, should I do this? Should I do that? Stop wavering with decision making and make a damn decision kind of thing, right? Take that Aries leadership quality here, which is your card of the Emperor, and make a decision, stick to it, And I feel like you're going to have a lot of acceptance. But with this insight card here, I feel like this is like the next thing mainly that is coming toward you. So it's possibly just starting to emerge now, but it will really emerge, quickly. I would say possibly the next full moon period. So we're kind of in one now. So, I would say by next month, there may be this energy where you are ready to walk through new doors. There is some sort of acceptance. There is something new for you to begin and start, or someone new. Okay, so, all right. So what should Aries avoid? What should Aries avoid at this time? Possibly a Leo. All right. If there is a Leo, it doesn't, if you have a great Leo in your life, remember this is a general reading, so use your intuition. But for some of you, could possibly be a Leo. If you've been resisting a Leo, well, keep doing that. Okay. With the Strength card, though, I would say this is a time to be more Aries, more leadership, more bold, that sort of thing. It's like you have this amazing quiet inner strength. I can see that with this Strength card here, but it's really not a time to sort of slink into the background kind of thing. It's like you want to stand up. Remember, this is current energy, so it doesn't necessarily mean this second. All right, but coming into this decision-making process, or if someone is coming toward you, this is not a time to sort of slink away and get into the emotions and overthink something. This is a time to be Aries, take leadership of your decisions. There's a lot of security here that can happen for you. And we have the King of Cups also. Wow, yeah, I do feel like they're King of Wands also. I do feel like there is some sort of offer coming toward you. That's what I see mostly. Or if it's you that's been wanting to offer something to someone, I would say, yeah, this is good energy. There's insight here. There's acceptance here. There's doors opening. There's butterflies in both of these cards, which indicate transformation, something changing. You have different king. You have leadership energies here. You have Emperor, you have King, you have a King at the bottom of the deck as well. So there's a lot of masculine energy here and a lot of acceptance energy here. So again, now is the time not to stay indecisive, or I don't know what I want, or overthinking something, or getting too much in the emotions or something along those lines where, well, I'll just be strong and see what happens. No, this is a time to take the reins and be not necessarily aggressive, but be very confident and moving forward, with that leadership quality of the Emperor here. Okay. All right. So I would say new things on the way. That's what's who and or what. It could definitely be, we had a lot of potential people that we're showing. All right. So it could absolutely be romantic or something along those lines, but we also have these open doors of new opportunity as well. Okay. So let's go to Taurus. Okay, Taurus, who and or what is coming toward you? Well, that came out really quick. Okay, you have the card of creativity. All right. So a creative cycle starting for you. So take advantage of that if that's something that, appeals to you, or something that is necessary for you, like in your career or work or what have you. Or just decision-making processes, right? Being creative. You have a creative cycle that is showing up here for you in current energy. Okay, you have travel at the bottom of the deck as well. Okay. Embrace change. Embrace change and welcome new possibilities with a big old butterfly on there. All right, so let's see. Creativity and embracing change. So yeah, definitely Taurus entering into a creative cycle here. Wow, yeah, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This is a time where you could really, like if you are an artist of some sort here, this is a time to embrace possibly working with others or showing your work or collaborating with others, something along those lines. Finding your people or your customers, or your just belonging, kinship. Okay, so let's see. What's going on for Taurus, please? Taurus. current energy, who and or what is next? Okay. Who and or what is next for Taurus, please? Okay. Yeah, you guys might be participating in some sort of like outdoor marketplace soon. That makes sense with the Christmas season coming up, holiday seasons, things like that. Although it'd be probably a little late to book a spot, but I don't know. It kind of has that flavor to it. Or maybe going to something like that will kind of boost your creativity, or you may find yourself surprisingly interested in something that you weren't showing any interest of before, something along those lines, like some sort of outdoor marketplace. Or I mean, depending on where you live, it might not be outdoors if it's in the middle of like snow and things like that. It could be something that's indoor, but like some sort of exhibit, or where there's goods and wares and crafts and things like that, right? I do feel like that would be something that could be intriguing for you. Possibly meeting someone there, or just being inspired in some way, giving you an idea perhaps. And even if you're not an artist or a creative type, something about that could just, I don't know, click something within you is what I'm getting. So also too, I would say if you are going through anything, any type of move, getting a loan for a home, move, some of you possibly going through dividing assets at this time, things like that. I feel like things will go smoothly. So embrace change. It's here. All right. So that it looks positive for you, though. It doesn't look like a debacle or anything like that. Okay. So let's see. What is wanting to emerge from this situation for Taurus? Yeah, stability. Stability is wanting to emerge, finding like the right person or the right situation, or just feeling grounded. It's Queen of Pentacles energy here. What was the other one? Something about liberating. Oh, yeah. Okay. How can Taurus liberate this energy that wants to emerge? Oh, all right. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of stability. Oof, man. Wow. Yeah, some of you may be moving. Oh, yeah, you had travel here at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So possibly traveling to some sort of get-together. Anything that's like where people gather, I feel is very positive for you. So again, it could be being asked to some sort of event. Anything like that looks very positive. I feel like there's an opportunity here that will allow something to emerge that is going to be very stable for you. Something that's going to really change your luck. I also feel strongly you guys are entering into a very creative cycle. So again, that does not have to mean you're artists or anything like that. Creativity is a lot of things, all right? And the time of keeping people at arm's length or being too guarded and defensive, that needs to go. That part needs to be dropped in order to allow these like new opportunities to emerge is what I'm seeing here. Okay, what to avoid? The Five of Swords, absolutely. So the Five of Swords is anyone who is stubborn, my way or the highway, not flexible with their opinions whatsoever. They want to prove how right they are, or they're just verbally aggressive or verbally dominant, to the point that like they're not even hearing any other points of view at all. They can't hold like a conversation where all can learn and grow because they just have their opinion and that's the way I've always been and I'll never change. And, so avoid anyone like that. Or, I mean, if you do tend to have a little bit of something like that in your own, we all can be the Five of Swords at times. It's a good time to be flexible with things and not try to be so staunch about particular opinions because there's a lot of different perspectives that we can learn and grow from other people's point of view as well. But my guess is it's probably more somebody around you to avoid. Okay, and oh yeah, all right, and last but not least, what do we have? Yeah, 8 of Wands. Yeah, things are like popping, moving, something like that for you. I do see some of you may be literally traveling, moving, trying new things is what I'm getting here. So I would say everything as far as like what and or who is coming next. I don't see a particular who, unless it possibly could be, this earth sign feminine energy, but I feel like this is more your energy being earth sign, and right, so there's that. But I would say that from yours is more of a what, and it is an energy of change, creative opportunity, an opportunity to experience some different things in your life, possibly movement, travel, or any type of gatherings would be beneficial from what I can see. Just avoid these types and you'll be fine. Okay, let's go to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's see what the message is for Geminis. We are taking a look at who and or what is next. Who and or what for Geminis, please. So I felt like saying fruitful Geminis. All right, fruitful. Confidence at the bottom of the deck. Oh, you got 2. I thought it was 1. Interesting. Okay, we have the cards of ignoring, and it's a cat, which always, it just cracks me up. Like, what a perfect pictorial to use for the word ignoring, right? The cat that's just sort of like, yeah, whatever. Okay. And we have wasting time, stuck, no changes, and limited. So that's interesting. I got the word fruitful as I was shuffling. I was going to say fruitful Geminis. What's next for fruitful Geminis? And then we have these like cards of not that, just sort of ignoring, possibly just biding time. You have confidence at the bottom of the deck. Okay. And then there's harmony, and we have 2 people on like the mountaintop here. It's kind of hard to see the detail on these smaller cards. So something may be going on right now where it feels like someone possibly is ignoring or wasting your time. You feel stuck with this person, no changes, or a situation, all right, that is just sort of, you're not really wanting to tackle right now. Okay, so confidence, harmony at the bottom of the deck. So let's see what's going on with the tarot. All right, so tell me about Geminis, please. Who and or what is coming toward them? Geminis. Okay, Geminis. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, all right. I feel like you guys possibly are ignoring a very, very, very like strong presence in your life. Possibly someone who is controlling, right? The Emperor with the Devil card, or specifically Aries, Capricorn. But to me, it feels more like the qualities of these major arcanas in this general reading. So I would say, like, you guys just possibly. Here's the thing, though. All right, so here's something interesting. Okay. So all of the energy that it takes, and I'm not talking about necessarily physical energy, although that does factor in because it all factors in physical, spiritual, mental, all those things. But imagine all of the energy put toward not thinking about someone, toward ignoring someone, toward being in the emotions and feeling disappointed with a situation or a person, or the Devil card keeps us stuck for a very long time. You have this stuck, no changes, limited, kind of vibe card going on here. So that takes actually surprisingly I mean, it's a smart process. At certain times, we do have to like ignore, or like that's how how we can start dissipating our energy with a person, an unhealthy situation, someone who's possibly too controlling, things like that. That's how we start to do that. But we also have to recognize when we are strong enough to get out of that. And I feel like that's what these cards are saying with the confidence, and then there is the harmony. So it's like what I was starting to say is imagine all the energy that we put into not having energy with someone. All of that energy of avoidance could be put into confidence instead. So the second I would say that you start kind of slipping into anything to do with this situation or this person that is ignoring or wasting your time, or you are trying to cut ties, either whatever the situation may be, every time you start thinking or drifting towards thoughts of that person, immediately, I mean, super quickly, switch gears to some sort of real confident mantra of some sort. Something simple. The one that's been popular for a little while here is I am enough. I think that's a really good mantra for Geminis. I am enough. Because Geminis do have a tendency to try to do for, to be this perfection for their partner or for the situation. And it comes because it's a beautiful energy from within that wants to provide and wants to be that strength and that all for someone, which is a wonderful quality. But we just need to find the right partnerships. And that means in work too, the right partnerships to put that energy toward. So I feel like all that energy that's been wasting time thinking about how to avoid this person or this situation, or if someone is avoiding you and you're still thinking about them, it's like all that time is wasted energy that could be put toward confidence. So switch to a confident mantra. And it doesn't have to be that one, but some sort of confidence mantra that can take you out of that energy of the Three of Swords that we saw at the bottom of the deck in this particular situation. Okay. Something like, if I am enough doesn't appeal to you, something like I am bold and confident, or I am ready to try new things that are for my best, highest good, something like that. Okay. So what else for Geminis, please? What else for Geminis? Okay, what is ready? What is ready to emerge? What is ready to emerge from Geminis? Five of Swords. Wow. Okay. And King of Swords. Okay, how to liberate this. Let me get the rest of the cards down, then we'll talk about this. Okay, Five of Swords. Okay. Okay. There's something here. I feel like you guys need, there's your card. Interesting. That you guys need to kind of jump into the fire and get accomplished. Okay. So it's like, I feel like then you have your Nine of Cups. There's something that you may be avoiding because it means you have to stand up for yourself, or you have to start like fighting for something. And it may be like the man, right, with the Hierophant here, or it could literally be a Taurus or something along those lines. But it's like there's this energy here of what's emerging in you is a fight. All right, like, hey, how can I move on, or how can I get this done? How can I leave this toxic environment, job, whatever it may be. Okay. But there's also a part of you that what's emerging also at that same time is bitterness. So we want to be careful, because the Five of Swords is a card of, it can indicate some hidden resentments. It can indicate also just that not getting points across in the healthiest of ways. So it's like tolerant, and then not. Okay. So there's something here I feel where, boy, like there's something so much more substantial for you ahead. And it's not this. Whatever this is, it's not that. So why are we ignoring it and wasting time and just like kind of hoping it resolves and, things like that is what I'm getting. It's a little bit, I'm putting the hammer down here because I feel like you kind of need that a little bit. So yes, it is a time to fight for yourself and all of those things, but not from a place of pissed offness, a place that could easily turn into resentments, things like that. Yes, it's a time to protect yourself and fight for yourself and all those things. But again, from more of that intelligence, that wisdom, that you have, and not from a place of, well, F you, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And we get so, after being tolerant for so long, then we get so angry, So I feel like this is saying, to inquire about something, to fight for something, to get something done. And it starts with a phone call. That's what I'm getting, like some kind of phone call or some sort of studying, like, okay, what needs to be done then? For some of you, this could be maybe you've resisted going to school or going to some sort of furthering your career in some way. So if it's not about romance or something like that, it could easily be about that. So there's something to get done here before you start, because it feels like what's emerging right now is starting to be like hidden resentments. And once we're in that phase, that's they're hidden, and they're hard for us to find that shadow at times. So let's beat the shadow, right? And just focus on what you do want and not waste time or just get in an ignoring mode as if something's going to go away, and start flipping the script towards, like I said, every time you slip into that, go into this confidence. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so we're on to, that was Gemini. We're on to Cancers. All right, Cancers. Let's see what's up for Cancers. All right. Okay, Cancers, please. What is going on for Cancers? Who and or what is coming in next? Cancers. Okay. Cancers. Think you'll be delighted to see that at the bottom of the deck. Miracles. Yay. All right. Fireworks. Could be around your birthday. Some sort of like, awesome miracle. Okay, let's see. What else did you get for now? Oh, universal wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. Love it. And scarcity tactics. Interesting. With a chessboard. Okay, so some of you, if you're feeling like you need to make some sort of strategic move right now, whether it be with a relationship, whether it be with a relationship to romance or relationship to work or career, something along those lines, we do not want to be coming from scarcity tactics. Universal wisdom will tell you so. All right. We want to come from a place of just looking around and, seeing more, noticing the abundance more than you notice the scarcity of things. Okay. That can help right there. Okay. So let's see what's going on for Cancers, please. So something you do now in current energy could really bring about some sort of, I'm really getting like 4th of July with those fireworks in the sky, something around your birthday, which makes sense, right? Because that's when the sun is highest for you in your chart. Something that could be very, very beneficial for you, something that could change things for you. Okay, so let's see. Tell me about Cancers. Tell me about current energy. What can they expect? Oh, so we have a King of Pentacles, a 9 of Swords, okay, and a 9 of Cups. So that 9 of Cups, ooh, and a Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so, and the Tower, whoa, okay. Let's see. Yeah, something could really change here. I do feel this is good, but I really want to stress it comes from making decisions again by seeing the abundance rather than seeing the scarcity. So when you walk around, even like outside, so like right now, like where I'm at, in the country, right? It's winter time. The trees aren't full of abundant leaves. They're more like cool, jaggedy little sticks and things like that. So, it's, in springtime, it's easy to notice the abundance of things. In wintertime, it's different. But the thing is, it's like every time I walk outside, it's like, yeah, I look at the trees and they're sort of like scarce, right? They're not full of leaves and all of that. But then I look on the ground and, I see all the acorns that have fallen from the trees, and it's just an abundant feast, for the squirrels. So in other words, like I could easily just look at the depressing trees with no leaves and be like, oh, winter sucks. It's not pretty. There's no leaves, things like that. Or, I can, instead of focusing on that, I can look at where the abundance is. Okay. So it might not be there where I'm used to it. Okay. But it's shifted. And there's always abundance to be found. So it's something like that, like shifting that mindset, I feel, based on more the universal wisdom principles, because which would you rather, who do you think, probably, has the best game in town? Universal wisdom or looking at things through scarcity tactics? Right. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's time to really focus and hone in on something that you are like hoping for, wishing for, that sort of thing. Okay. So also too, you may have someone coming, as far as who and or what, you may have someone coming toward you. All right. They may be wondering like how they can make their move toward you. All right. And they may be doing that sort of surprisingly out of the blue. Now, this isn't in current energy because this is at the bottom of the deck, but they're definitely thinking about it. Okay, if it is a person for you. All right, so let's get a little bit more for your reading. What is ready to emerge here for Cancers? What is ready to emerge with who and or what is coming toward Cancers? What is the energy that's wanting to emerge here? Yep, something flipped around. Okay, I think it's Temperance. Yep. Okay, Temperance, Sagittarius. All right, so there could be a Sagittarius. All right, absolutely. I would say, though, harmony, balance. Angels want to give you a gift, something like that. You have the Death card, and I see the Four of Wands sticking out here too. So some sort of major transition. Whenever we see the Death card, it doesn't mean like that. It means like something is like ready to go out of your life so that you can move forward towards something else. So in that case, it could be stability, a relationship, something like that. I feel like this is further down the road, though, like that Miracles card. So what's ready to emerge is more balance and harmony. Also, too, the Temperance, to me personally, as a reader, is when I'm doing like love type readings, I always look at the Temperance card as sort of like a guardian angel, like trying to set up the right soulmate energy for you. So this isn't specifically a love reading that we're doing. I mean, everything's a love reading in my book, but in like love, the energy. But it's like for those of you who, that's what you're looking for, sure, it could absolutely be, oh my gosh. It's love. All right. I think for you guys, it's some sort of romantic connection because these cards were at the bottom of the deck. If you go back in the video, if you missed me talking about that, I pointed it out. I'm like, oh, the Knight of Cups. And then I'm like, oh, and the Tower. So they just fell out again, right as I was saying, oh, I don't know if it's a love reading. So heck yeah. All right. So I do feel like it is a like divine sort of angelic presence, like helping you with a situation. All right. Okay. Awesome. All right. What can help liberate Cancers here? What can help liberate this energy? All right, the Death card or Scorpio, if there's Scorpio or something like that in your life, then, there could be some transformation there. You have two major cards, major arcana cards showing up here. So I would say, or just transformation. So what can like help liberate this energy that's wanting to emerge is to let something go from the past and start moving forward to opportunities. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean let go of a past ex or something. Maybe, it depends, but whatever the energy is that needs to go, all right, and needs to change and be embraced here. Okay, that's what is emerging here. Oh my gosh, with the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of happiness, all right, showing up here for you. A lot of transformation and happiness. Okay, awesome. King of Swords, woohoo! All right, so, and 6, wow, okay, so, oh my God. And I'm seeing the Ace. Which one is that? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. All right, possible Aquarius headed your way, or Scorpio. Okay, that too. Yeah, King of Swords showing up here. I feel like you guys have a person. All right, mostly that's what I'm sensing. There's a person coming toward you, or there's something that you are absolutely like cutting out of your life that just, and maybe it's just these scarcity tactics. Maybe that's what it is, that you're cutting out of your life, you're changing, you're moving forward. You're moving towards that Ace of Pentacles that was, again, hidden kind of in the middle of the deck. Here's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of cards that kept like kind of popping up from the middle. And then I really got the sense that this wasn't like in 2 seconds, this Miracles card, that it was something maybe more like aiming toward like a forward movement that kind of culminates toward your birthday. That's what I'm getting. So whether it's romance for you, or if it is a like moving toward like a dream career or more money with the scarcity tag, whatever it is, it does feel like what's emerging now is forward movement. So I feel like as long as you are getting out of your head, leaving things behind that are not serving you to focus on, right? Remember how I talked about the leaves and we want to focus on the things that are looking good, that are abundant, that kind of deal. I feel like as you wrangle your thoughts from going from this like in your head kind of energy here to being very clear on the changes that you want to implement and the direction you want to go. I feel like either the right person or the right situation or the right job or the right place to live or, the right healing, whatever it is, that you're looking for here seems to fall in line. That's universal wisdom showing up for you. All right. Really, really very, very hopeful reading. But it's not like, oh, I hope, it's like a hopeful reading in the sense of like that power is there. That's what I'm sensing. That power is there. So it's like not harness is the wrong word, but use it. Use that power. It's all around you. So use it. That's what I'm seeing, and in a very positive way. Okay, so let's see. That was Cancers. We're on to Leos. All right, Leos. Let's see what's going on for Leo, please. Leo. Who and or what is next for Leos? Who and or what? No? Okay. Wow. Love on the brain. Okay, let's see. Courage. All right, underneath the deck. So let's see. The first card we got out is Harmony. All right, 2 people on a mountaintop here. Okay, Harmony. I can see this love on the brain that's right here. You got quite a few cards, so let's see what we got. Ooh, drama starter. Okay. Strength, which is Leo energy. Uh-oh, Leo, are you the drama starter? No. Okay. And then we have grace. Oh, I like that. Then we have harmony. All right. And love on the brain. Okay, resist starting any dramas, and I don't mean that like, oh, Leo, you're a drama starter. Okay, I was kidding before, but drama is one of those words I think that we immediately go to someone who's just flying off the handle and being super dramatic. I don't get that, but it's like even subtler like ways of like, well, what did you mean by that? Or so in other words, sometimes people, it's like, I don't know, sometimes we just gotta like let go of certain things, I guess. So I see that a lot, like with people who are texting back and forth. Well, what did you mean? Or they take things further than like they really need to be. Like, in other words, like maybe somebody apologizes for something, like, oh, hey baby, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to, make you feel jealous, at that restaurant, or something like that. So they're apologizing, but then it's like, it's not enough. Like, we want, well, blah, 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 and it's like, sometimes, an apology is good, and I'm not saying that you should just let everybody off the hook, or if that happens 50 million times and they're constantly apologizing, sure, there's issues there then. But the thing is, it's like, sometimes we do have a tendency to keep digging or keep wanting more apologies and things like that. There's something there to sort of exhibit more strength about. Okay. And move into the grace of a situation. So it says, grace is the universe's blessing. Open your heart to receive it. What a beautiful card. Then we have harmony. Well, actually, it was love on the brain, and then it was harmony, the way the cards fell out. Okay. Dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. Okay. And then harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. Harmony is. Okay. So not those other things. Grace and harmony are the cards that stand out for you at this time. Those are the energies that are truly going to be beneficial in any relationship. No time in history has this ever been like beneficial in a relationship. Okay. So, or even this either, because it's a little bit too, like fantasy mode, right? We're not expressing ourselves then, or we're not communicating well then. We're daydreaming instead of actually getting what we want. So I would say grace and harmony are the energies that is where your Leo strength is going to be poised. All right. That's what I would say for that. Okay. So let's see what you actually have with tarot cards, because you got a lot of oracle cards that came out there. Okay, so let's see. What do we got for Leo? What is coming through for Leo? What is next? And or who? Okay, coming toward Leo. Who and or what? Leo. Leos, please. Or what for Leos? Page of Wands, Ten of Wands. Okay, the Devil card. All right, or Capricorn. All right, work. I'd say. You have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck too. Virgo, Capricorn are both showing here too. Let's see. I would say for most of you, like nothing like super big is coming through here. I would say work. You guys might just be working a lot, especially like through Christmas time, since it is like Capricorn card. It is the Ten of Wands. Your boss or somebody may ask you to like, hey, we're going to need some extra hands on board or something like that. So there could absolutely be something along those lines going. And even if you're not in the retail industry, it's like it still feels like it does have something to do with like Christmas. So you may be being asked to work a lot of hours or something like that. So nothing exciting there, right? All right, so let's see what else we get for you. Now remember, this is just current energy though, next few days, something like that. So I feel like those other cards are more of a main message, but let's see what else we have. Let's see. So what is wanting to emerge here? What is wanting to emerge for Leos? What is wanting to emerge? King of Wands. All right. Yeah, maybe some of you guys are like wanting to start your own business or something along those lines. Be your own boss. Okay, how can a Leo liberate whatever this is that is trying to emerge? Leos at this time. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Family might be able to help. Okay, in some way. or some sort of masculine. And I'm not just saying that because that's like a thing, like, oh, go ask a guy for money to start a business or something. But it like a masculine energy. There could be a masculine energy that could help you get started in some way, but maybe you don't want to ask them, or maybe, or maybe you're thinking they wouldn't help you or something. There feels like someone who... And it could even be like going to your boss and saying, and giving them a different perspective of, hey, you know what? I have these leadership qualities, or I have these creative ideas. You're putting me to work in this like physical situation, or something that you're not utilizing like the best qualities that I have. So it could absolutely be something along those lines. I'm not saying you should go talk to your boss like today, or, anything like that. But for some of you, there may be something like that you possibly need to get a little bit more confidence about approaching them with. So like if they're kind of utilizing you as a workhorse, but you have other talents, or you see a more creative solution to things that could be better than this process, there might be a time. Use your own, this is a general reading, so use your own intuition when that may feel right for you to possibly, throw your hat in the ring with some different creative solutions, things. But remember, like bosses and things like that, they don't care like that somebody's overworked, or that somebody feels like they're being taken advantage of. They care about like money and numbers. So if you're going to do something like this, it's not enough to just say, look, this will be better because then everyone won't be overworked. They don't care about that. So we want to show them like, hey, let's maybe implement this idea, because not only will it put some relief on some of the workers here, but also it will save you money in the long run because blah, 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 right? Like have some sort of something to come to them where, it makes sense for them. So there's something like that could be going on for you. And I don't think it has to happen like in this current energy, but this is what's wanting to emerge. Some sort of leadership within you, some sort of stability. Now, for some of you, this could be a person. All right. Absolutely. This could be what's wanting to emerge for you is someone who is like a very good, like chemistry, action-oriented match for you here that could lead to some sort of stability. But again, it won't come from that other energy of like that drama starter card. We have to exhibit that grace and harmony, things like that. Okay. All right, let's get one more card for you. Oh my God, it literally doesn't want to come out. Oh my God, 8 of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was too funny. Yeah, move away from that. Wow. Yeah, it is time to move away from that and turn the wheel. The Tower. You guys need a tower. That's definitely what I see. Instead of like having love on the brain and all these things, and then maybe a little self-sabotagey energy when it does come along, or something, or looking for, even if you're not like a drama person or a drama starter or self-sabotagey, there may be something where you're always like looking for like the drama or expecting it to happen, from them. So like maybe you're not that, maybe you are. We got to be honest with ourselves, but it's like it can even be that sometimes. So there's something here about, no, just be in this beautiful grace, harmony. That's what makes relationship, that's what turns the wheel. That's where relationships are going to be successful, whether they're work, career, romantic, anything. It's like grace and harmony are where it's at. So it's like I was trying to pull the damn card and it wouldn't come out. And that's so apropos because it's the 8 of Swords, which is the stuck card. It's the afraid to like come out. So there's something here that, it's time to step out, take, stop being mummified in some, specific way and like break free here. And it's like the time is nigh. All right, with the trumpet blowing here of the Judgment card, the Tower at the bottom of the deck, like it's time to have like some sort of breakthrough here. Okay. All right. So let's go to, that was Leo. We're on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, we were on. All right, so what is the message for Virgo, please, as far as who and or what is next? Ooh, those were kind of like stuck. Let's go with those, though. Okay, So you do have prosperity at the bottom of the deck. Nice. Okay. Let's see. So we have cleansing and we have resilience. Okay. Cleansing says cleanse your mind and spirit and remove negative energy. And we have resilience, which says resilience is your source of strength in challenges. And then we have prosperity at the bottom of the deck. So, all right, let's see. So remove any negative energy you may have about receiving, because I'm seeing with the cleansing here, the hands in the opening position, right? Which is sort of it's not the giving, it's more the receiving, mudra type positioning here. So allow yourself to receive. Also be resilient in overcoming, I would say, scarcity mindset, or anything along those lines when it comes to prosperity. And prosperity can be any form, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It can just mean feeling prosperous in any type of way. All right. So, wow. Yeah. So I do feel like there's this angelic energy that wants to give you stability, that wants to, it has a 10 of wands vibe to me in tarot of like, keep pushing through. It's like, this is yours, claim it. It is Virgo energy, right? Isn't it? Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. So, all right. So let's see what's going on for Virgos, please. Virgos, who and or what is coming in? Who and or what is next? And some of you too, if you've recently been divorced or are about to be divorced or in a separation or something like that, I do feel like that's a difficult time, but be resilient. It's like you're almost through the woods with something. Okay. All right. So what's going on for Virgos? Ooh, 5 of Swords. Okay. Emperor. Wow. Okay. And the World. Wow. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys are possibly like mad at a boss, or again, there could be a divorce here or something along those lines. There's something that's closing out a cycle of being controlled or feeling under someone's thumb or something along those lines is what I am getting here. So you have a new cycle coming that is going to be emerging here. There's been someone else has been like wearing the pants or something along those lines, and it has not been an energy that has bode well, however you say it, for you. So I do feel like there is this new cycle coming. Let me get a few more cards here and see a little bit more as to, oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely. Like a clean slate, a new start is coming for you. So I feel like you're almost like through the woods with something, some kind of situation that has felt like you couldn't receive or that you were held under in some way. Yeah, wow. So now like you're pushing through, the deep, dark soil, right? Metaphorically, you're pushing through kind of like a lotus flower vibe, and sprouting up in some particular way here. Okay, so let's see. Did I go? Yeah, all right. What else is going on here for Virgo as far as what is next? What is next? So what is wanting to emerge from within Virgo? Yeah, wow. Standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself. Okay. What can liberate this energy of fighting for oneself, standing up for oneself, that sort of thing? What can help Virgo liberate this energy that wants to emerge? 5 of Pentacles. Okay, and that's exactly what we were talking about from before, like that scarcity sort of thing. I don't remember what I said at the beginning, but I remember that I mentioned something about that. So needing to overcome that. I think it was something about receiving or what have you. So yeah, like what can help liberate this fight within you? All right, because there's something where universe is saying to stand up for yourself, hold your own, not in an aggressive way or anything like that, but just in a confident way. And it's like this, what needs to be liberated is to possibly ask for help from others, okay, and B, just that feeling of abandonment, or that this is just you, that you're on your own. It's, well, I guess I should just go with this controlling energy because it's better than me being out on my own, or something like that. There's something where universe wants you to start a new cycle and look at things more positively. Look at your value, your worth. Open up to receiving universe's blessings, universe's help, or asking for help from others also is what I am seeing. That is this karmic lesson that is cycling through right now. It's kind of coming to its culmination, its peak. So I feel like this is saying you can ace this lesson and have a new cycle. But we need to be able to ace the lesson by seeing that abandonment type scarcity energy is not where it's at. It's possibly been a very long karmic cycle of that for you. It could even extend from past lives even. So there's an oracle card I'm thinking about right now. It's in my huge stack of mixed oracle cards. And it says something about severing vows of poverty. And in the card, it says that even from possible past lifetimes. So, because who knows, you may have, that was a common thing back in the, who knows, whenever, to take a vow of poverty or something along those lines. And when I'm talking about poverty, I'm not just talking about money. Okay. It's scarcity, feeling abandoned, feeling like, again, like, well, because sometimes people with that kind of complex tend to cozy up to, those who are controlling or those who are going to wear the pants. So there's something about ending this cycle of that sort of energy, whether it be through your relationships or through your jobs and that sort of thing, that is going to be very beneficial for you to start a new cycle and balance that karma right now. Okay. Yeah, there you go. 6 of Wands. So I just wanted to pull one more card here. It's kind of it's up to you kind of thing. The Lover's card saying it's time to make a high vibrational discernment choice at this time. And the choice is confidence. All right. Having confidence in yourself, moving forward, being resilient, being receiving energy. Okay. Also, don't push things away. Be open to receiving help. Be open to others. And possibly even asking for their help. And I do feel like with that confidence, you're going to move forward and ace some sort of major karma that has been keeping you underneath the soil here in that darkness. Okay. So that's what I see for you, Virgo. Interesting reading, deeper reading than we were going for with these today, but hey, we'll go for it. Okay. So let's go to Libra. Let's see what's going on for Libras. Tell me about Libra, please. Libra, what is next? What and or who and or what, okay, is coming toward Libra, coming in. Okay. Transformation. All right. And wow. So joy is at the bottom of the deck, but it's like kind of like wanting to pop out here. And then we also have prayer underneath the deck as well. So transformation, joy, prayer. The prayer card says prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes. Okay. And the transformation card says transformation is the soul's evolution. Yeah. All right. Love it. Okay, so what's going on, Libra? That sounds pretty awesome. Okay. So what is going on for Libra as far as who and or what can they expect coming in, going on? Okay. Some of you could really benefit by setting up some sort of I don't get like altar necessarily, but just a little area or something for yourself that reminds you of spiritual things, right? Because that's really, what like statues and or super cool, Tibetan bells, things like that are about. It's not necessarily, I mean, well, for some it really is the ritual and all of those things, but for me personally, I feel like those things, it's not like I worship, because I do have a lot of statues around. You can't really see them here, but I've got various statues around, and it's not because I worship them, it's because they remind me, because they're imbued with the energy of what they stand for. So it's like, for instance, if you have like a statue of Ganesha, okay, it's not necessarily that you have to have all these rituals and worship Ganesha, okay, but it's, and some, I'm not slighting you if you do. I mean, that's great. For some people, that ritual is something that is key for them, but it can mean like a space that just, when we walk by it, we're just reminded, even subconsciously, like, oh, there's Ganesha, remover of obstacles, that sort of thing. So I would say to like possibly create some area, even if it's just a small little shelf or a little area of your house that reminds you of spiritual things. Okay, let's see. What's going on for Libra, please? Okay, Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles, okay, and Five of Wands. All right, so yeah, I feel like you guys just aren't sure about something. Fighting some sort of transformation even. Let's see. Okay, you have a King and Queen of Wands showing up at the bottom of the deck. All right. So, I mean, right now you've got like some sort of just kind of typical energy going on here. Queen of Cups can be somewhat too much in the emotions, the emotional side of things, really reflecting on things, feeling possibly moody about particular things. I don't always read the Queen of Cups that way, but with the other cards I'm seeing, I feel like that's the energy that I'm seeing. I feel like you guys are yearning for transformation. And, there's a difference between, sometimes yearning is good because it's an energy then that kind of notifies us that we're not happy or that we would like some sort of transformation. We would like to yearn for something, change something, right? So it's like sometimes that's good, but not when we just stay in that energy and just consistently yearn. And the Two of Pentacles is suggesting that may be going on too long here. Because it's the infinity loop, right, of indecision. Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know. What do I want? There's this Five of Wands that came out, and then the next card I wanted to see what that was, and it's the Four of Cups. Four of Cups oftentimes is a card of apathy, or just like something is there, something is available, but not wanting to see it. The Five of Wands is being confused or just sort of like not wanting to jump into the ring of something because it might be like too difficult of a fight or too much competition or something along those lines. So I just feel like right now, like there's a lot of sort of like, kind of energy around you. Nothing is, that's why I feel like with that, that joy and that prayer underneath the deck with transformation, that's what's needed to kind of kickstart you. So, because I feel like you guys are yearning for transformation, but yet at the same time, we can't always just, we can't transform really by staying indecisive, looking at everything as like, oh, that's too complicated, or that's going to be a fight, or that's going to start a fight if I do that, or do I really want to jump into that competition? Am I good enough? Things like that. Or when there is something beautiful around, but we're just sort of like, no, I don't know if I want that. There's just this energy of not really knowing what you want right now. So instead of mulling in that and being almost in the danger of getting depressed by that, of not knowing what you want, I would say to pray, because pray doesn't have to mean like you're of a specific religion or anything like that. It said something about, a prayer to the universe. It's the universal language, right? So deeply take some time this evening or tomorrow, whatever, depending on whenever you're watching this, to pray for transformation, joy, pray for pray for the answers of what you are looking for, because I can tell right now you're very unsatisfied with things. Okay, so let's see. What is wanting to emerge from within Libra? What is wanting to emerge? What is wanting to emerge from Libra? Oh, okay. 5 of Cups. Yeah, the moodiness here with the Queen of Cups, the 5 of Cups. Wanting to get past that. I feel like you guys know this. Like, it's like, I don't know. Either that or it's a person. Like, you're hoping this person will like kind of wake up and turn around and see you so that you could be together. Okay, let me see. What's going to liberate Libra from this energy? What's going to liberate this energy for Libra of what is wanting to emerge? Yeah, 2 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. I will say too, if you are a masculine energy watching this, what's wanting to emerge is for you to turn around and see like that there is a future with someone, but it's going to take like what will liberate like that energy of movement forward is to like put yourself out there, make a plan, come out forward, and let them know. Okay. But for many of you, it's like if you are a feminine watching this, regardless of whatever gender you're into, there's a need of making a plan towards something that you love. Okay. So even though you may feel it's something to do with a relationship for you right now, I feel like it's really not. So even though like you may be watching tarot because of a relationship that you're in, like a should I, shouldn't I relationship, I feel like there's a deeper thing there that it's not really about that relationship. There's something where like you want to move towards something that you love, but it's this confusion as to what. Universe has the answer. All right, they're trying to show you. They're trying to show you what is that will bring in that joy, that transformation. But we're not seeing it, when we are too focused on what we don't want or what we didn't go for or regrets or things like that. When we're too much in that Queen of Cups energy, we're not able to see what universe is actually offering us here, coming out of the sky like a hand of God, right? But this person doesn't even recognize it. They don't even see it because they're too focused on something else. So I do feel like this is a time for you to open up and do some sort of deep prayer, even if that's not your thing. Like, don't let that word, be intimidating toward you or have like certain feelings about that word. Let's use, in fact, dialogue. All right. It's time to have a dialogue with the positive forces of the universe here to ask for guidance and help to bring you forward, because there's something that you love that universe is saying what will liberate you is to make a plan to see that and move toward that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So confidence and clarity. That is what your aim is for now. So I do feel like these are the things that are going to help you move forward. Not just confidence, not just clarity, but the combination of both. Okay. So being very confident that you can make decisions, being confident that you're not wishy-washy. See, that's the thing too. Some solar signs and stuff, they get, what do you call them? Stereotypes. Libra is sometimes considered the stereotype of indecisiveness, All right. Wavering, back and forth. They want everything to be perfect just so. They want everybody to be happy. They want that balance, right? Including themselves. So in order to get that, it's like it makes it difficult for them to make decisions because, well, if I do this, that might upset this person. Or if I do that, this might upset me. Or, so there's something here about breaking through that stereotypical energy and having the confidence in yourself that you can make clear decisions. You can make a clear decision. You can stick to it, motivate yourself with it, have the confidence to go for it. There may be someone that you need to have a conversation with, or there may be something that you need to go after, all right, and start moving toward, because that is what universe is going to bring you this joy for when you make this transformation, okay? All right, so that is Libra. We're on to Scorpio. Okay, all right, Scorpio. Let's see what the message is for Scorpios. We are looking at who and or what is coming in next. Okay, who and or what is coming in next? Scorpios. Scorpio. Okay, prosperity. Oh. And these cards just all turned around here to here. Okay. You have adventure at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so prosperity is the card that fell out. Scorpio, it says, prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. Got a love for life. Or what was that? Lust for life? Okay. Little Iggy Pop, something like that. All right, we got balance. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. Played out. All right, so that makes sense. There might be somebody here that situation's played out. Okay. You have compassion, crying over you, and then trust. Okay, so have compassion. There might be something like that, because you have balance and compassion here showing up in this particular deck. And then in these cards, because I have mixed oracle cards, you have this kind of masculine energy that's like feeling like something's played out, but then you have this feminine energy that says crying over you, sad, hurt, upset, etc. And with balance and compassion here, and like trusting the universe. I feel like the trust goes with the prosperity card, because the first card out was prosperity, the last card out is trust. In between is this other stuff going on. So I do feel like there is a situation possibly that maybe you're upset about someone who's kind of treating you like, oh, we're played out, girl, or, something like that. I don't know. Or vice versa. Okay, something like that. But instead, it's like there's a need here. So I feel like the feminine energy here needs to find the balance, all right, to maintain harmony. All right, finding the balance in things rather than overly being sad, upset, crying, things like that. I feel like the masculine energy here needs to have compassion with a situation. So in other words, like if you're on the side like where you've possibly hurt someone or broken up with someone or something like that, then have compassion for that. So it's like, instead of being like, well, good, they deserve that, or, some kind of crappy attitude like that, it's, have compassion for that situation. Okay. And, or if you're the feminine energy, we're not talking about male, females here, the feminine energy of the situation where you're on the, you're sad, you're crying, you're like, damn, they treated me crappy, or, something like that, then it's like, again, we want to make sure we're balancing our own emotions, though, that we're not spending too much time on this in heavy crying and things like that. I mean, sure, it's good, not trying to shame anybody. I mean, who doesn't cry, right, with a breakup or somebody, an argument or whatever's going on here, a ghosting, even maybe something like that. But at some point, though, we need to find that like healthy balance of things. So, all right. And then we have this other message on the side here of trusting your intuition. The universe guides you, and that could be in prosperous situations. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio. So if you're a player, Scorpio, have more compassion. If you are missing somebody right now, or you're just feeling like they mistreated you in some way right now or something like that, try to just find your own emotional balance with things. And of course, we're going to have a good cry and all those kinds of things. But when it, gets to the point where it's overtaking us, then we want to try to find that healthy balance of things again. Okay. All right. So what else for Scorpio, please? What's going on for Scorpio? As far as who and or what is coming in next. Okay, so I see Gemini card peeking out. Yep, Gemini. All right. Or a choice or a decision. We got Capricorn here. Okay. And we have 9 of Wands. Okay. Scorpio, I mean, this could go 2 different ways. All right, some of you just may be like tired of a situation, sort of like, my gosh, this is dragging on a long time. It could have something to do with a Capricorn or a Gemini, or just in general, like when I see these 2, this can indicate some sort of karmic. All right, so karmic situation in your life or person, or just relationship to something, all right, that it hasn't really been the healthiest situation. So it feels like there's this energy of, oh man, this just keeps going on. So I do feel like you guys are in the energy here of realizing, okay, you might be crying over something, but you also are realizing, but this is played out. It's time for me to trust more of what's coming forward in my life. So I feel like you guys are on that precipice of that. So realizing that it's just time. It's just time to change something up for yourself is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a little bit more on that. What is wanting to emerge here for Scorpio? What is wanting to emerge? If you keep waiting on somebody to, like, step up and be who you need them to be or desire them to be, I feel like that energy possibly too with this. It's such an annoying phrase because it's so like, I don't know, like early 2000s played out, but it's like, but that it is feeling right. Like something's played out here. And if you always are finding yourself like having to wait on this person or waiting for them to step up and do the right thing, it's like, I feel like don't like it. It's not, it's the devil card, it's keeping you chained. Okay. All right. So let's see what else is okay. What's wanting to emerge here for Scorpio? Queen of Pentacles. All right. More stability. I'd say grounded energy. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well. Okay. Yeah. So I would say what's wanting to emerge is more of a sound, grounded, confident type of energy, nurturing energy, especially when it comes to like the physical world of situations here. Wow, King of Pentacles. All right, so definitely King and Queen of Pentacles showing up as far as archetypes of the hierarchy of taking control in a very healthy way of stability and prosperity. Like we had that card before. This could absolutely indicate some sort of really healthy union coming together. It doesn't feel like it's that other situation, whatever that may be. So what is wanting to emerge, what is wanting to be liberated from within you is most likely a very healthy relationship of some sort. It does not have to be this gender combination or anything like that, whatever, makes sense for you. But it's the energy of the masculine and feminine energies, right? Complementing each other on the earth plane. All right, of like physical world. So our stability, things like that, groundedness. Okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, you have the 10 of Pentacles here also. Yeah, I would say, and the Ace of Pentacles as well. I feel like there's an absolute like new opportunity here to form some sort of very strong partnership in some way. All right. So this could be business partnership. It could be romantic partnership, whatever it may be for you. There's something here that is wanting to liberate and emerge from like universe and from within you to work together for this new opportunity here of a massive stability here on the earth, tangible earth plane, okay, is what I'm getting. So getting down to business, basically, in a healthy way is what I'm seeing. So if you're not getting that from this other situation or this other person or, things of that nature, there's something here that's time to let go of, because it's just building. At this point, it feels like it may be like a twin flamey kind of situation, but at this point now it's feeling more like hidden resentments more than it's feeling like honoring what that situation was and how possibly you both have grown or moved, in the directions that needed to be moved in, something along those lines. All right. So there's a different type of stability here that is wanting to show for you. Okay. Let's see. So that is Scorpio. We're on to Sagittarius now. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what the message is for you. We are looking at who and or what may be coming toward you. Current energy, please, for Sagittarius. Nope. Meditation falling out. Meditation connects you to your inner self, it says. Okay, beautiful. Oh, all right. 2 of those, huh? Okay. Ooh, you literally have the card of moving at the bottom of the deck. So some of you may be moving soon. This is at the bottom of the deck, so it's not necessarily current energy. All right. But that might be something that's on the table for you right now. What else do we have? Oh, collaboration. Okay. Collaboration achieves greater goals. So you have meditation and then collaboration. Okay, and then moving literally at the bottom of the deck too. So maybe you guys are, this could be collaborating on some sort of spiritual endeavor, something like that, meditation retreat, something along those lines. If that's not really your thing, then something else, right? Meditate. It's going to connect you to your inner self. And I feel like once we can do that, then universe tends to collaborate, the right people in our path, things like that. Okay. So let's see what's going on for Sagittarius as far as who and or what is next. Sagittarius. Okay, strength, 6 of Cups, and 8 of Swords. Okay, let's see. Nothing yet. I don't get too much from that. Okay. So I feel like someone could be coming toward you, or I don't know, someone that you possibly haven't heard from for a while. The 6 of Cups to me is genuine. It's genuine energy. It's not fake, or with some sort of manipulation behind it or agenda or anything like that. So you may hear from someone. The 6 of Cups can be somebody from our past, but it wouldn't be like a terrible toxic ex or something like that. Again, there's genuinity here. All right. So, but whatever, it does feel like there's this sort of mummified energy around you right now that's like not sure if you want to do this or not sure if you want to move in that direction for some reason. Okay, so you may need to get confidence back or confidence up with something, and maybe this person is helping you do that. That could be too. Yeah, it might be like a good friend or a sibling or something like that again has sincere intentions of like building up your inner strength, because with the 8 of Swords, it feels like you're just sort of trapped in a box right now. And yeah, interesting. So it could get that box moving, okay, get you outside of the box. All right, what else is going on? Some of you may be moving away from a love triangle also, because I see that card kind of hanging out there as well. Yeah. So there could be some sort of love triangle going on in your near future. If it's not around you already, there may be something coming in soon that, like, I'm sensing you would find out probably towards the end of your birthday season or towards Christmas or something like that. So there may be something where you are moving away from that. Okay, let's see. What else for Sagittarius? Okay, confidence. 10 of Pentacles, and your card, Sagittarius. Okay. Yeah, moving. I feel like you guys might be moving or getting the funds needed to move, okay, or take a trip or something along those lines. Maybe something very significant, like overseas, or even like a different country or something along those lines. Again, all this seeming like it's more a few months from now. It's not something that's like going on this second. Okay, I do feel like there's strongly like a sincere person who is like genuinely trying to help bolster your confidence right now to bring you out of being mummified in a situation. That's what this collaboration is about, is what I'm seeing. So again, it could be friends, sisters, brothers, sometimes even our own children. All right. It could, maybe your own child is saying some sweet thing to you that helps get you out of some sort of stuckness here. You have confidence coming in here, like big time. That is what is wanting to be liberated from within and be like emerging from within, is this confidence to move towards something that's very stable. It could be a new relationship, a new, like leaving a love triangle situation, moving into a better situation. It could absolutely be moving homes, or just just having the confidence to go for something that is extremely stable. You have your card showing up here as like the outcome energy. Temperance is a beautiful card. All right. It is the card of alchemy, change, transformation, and in a very sort of divinely instigated kind of way. So really meditate on the divine. I feel like that is really going to help you in this collaboration, because when we meditate on the divine, then the divine tends to help us through, because it can't necessarily like just do all these mystical magical things, right? So it's a lot of times the divine works through us, through ordinary people like us. And so it's like, that's where I feel like this comes in. So when we meditate and connect that divine energy, then I feel like this divine angel is working for you through helping you collaborate with others to achieve something. Okay. That's what I am seeing. So I feel like a lot of stability could be at hand for you, and to really meditate and connect right now with higher source. All right. Ask for what you want, be what you want, know, what you want. Those types of things are going to be very powerful for you. Okay, so we are on to Capricorn now. All right. All right, Capricorn, let's see what the message is. Oh, wow, well, that came out really quick, so we'll just go with it. Okay, moving is sticking out. Okay, it was for Sagittarius as well. But let's see. So Capricorn, you have the card of understanding, and it says understanding is the key to deeper connections. And it literally is a key fitting into a heart, like there's two hearts here. Okay. So something that is requiring you to have a deeper understanding right now, or something that could connect you to, like, some of you are going to find the key to connecting better with your person, or connecting better with a person that could be coming in. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn, please. Capricorn. Capricorn. Yeah, somebody could definitely be coming toward you. All right. Yeah, you may hear of someone who has ended something, all right, and possibly wants to have a conversation with you or something along those lines. Okay, yeah, I do. I feel like there's, it could be a Libra, a lot of messages, activity coming toward you, more speaking with someone, like texting a lot or something like that. Okay, what's going on for Capricorn, please? far as who and or what is coming in. Okay, so we have the Death card, Scorpio energy here, possibly. We have Gemini energy here, Lover's card. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, yeah, definitely some transformation showing up for you. It could have started around Scorpio season, which we pretty much are, just came out of, right? So I would say something there has produced some sort of decision. Okay, so someone is coming toward you. It does look like they are making the choice to come toward you. Again, this may be someone that you met around Scorpio season, or it literally could be a Scorpio, okay, or a Gemini here, or just like something's just speeding up here. Yeah, there's a sense of starting something anew or with new vigor, all right, than before. So I don't think it's like an ex coming back around for the 20 millionth time. It doesn't feel like that, but it may be someone that possibly you had a connection with, but maybe they had to break free of something. That could be it as well. And now it feels like all of a sudden they've done that. They're surprising you. They're coming forward. Okay, so something along those lines. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here for Capricorn? Capricorn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is something like unexpected. Like you're not expecting this necessarily. Someone's going to want to be giving to a situation. That's what I see. So it's like, in a sense, I don't know. I feel like this person, I feel like there's someone possibly getting separated, divorced, something like that. There may be some resentments like that they had to like give more money than they thought, or pay more alimony than they thought, or child support, or something like that going on is what I see going down in the background here. But as far as you, Capricorn, I feel like the energy is that this person, though, they're wanting to like fight for like you to receive them. So I do feel it is someone that is not brand new that I'm getting here. I do think it is someone that you've already connected with in the past. Now, they don't have to be, like I said, like from the way back when or anything like that. Again, this could absolutely be somebody that you had just met, maybe at the end of October through November, something like that. Or specifically a Scorpio, something along those lines. But it's like, it does feel like there's this energy now of needing to like let them come to you. I don't feel like this is a time for you to be texting them, hey, what's up? Haven't heard from you, those types. It's like, let them come to you. This is not a time to chase. It's a time to just sort of understand what may be going on, again, with this deeper connection, but also don't force things. Just kind of, I would say, just wait and be more on the receiving ends of things right now, not forcing anything. Okay, that's what I see as being more beneficial. Okay, and you have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, it's Strength card. Wow. There's definitely, though, like, this is not something that is happening quickly. All right. There's a lot of delays here. There's a lot of stuckness here, a lot of patience needed if you are going to wait for this situation. I would say temporary, what is it? A girl in trouble is a temporary thing. I would say like temporary excitements are not your friend right now, Capricorn. I think that there's something where there's someone who is wanting to come toward you, but the bottom line is I feel like they really haven't they're coming toward you as a Knight of Wands. They're not coming toward you as like a Knight of Pentacles with a plan or something along those lines. I feel like they're excited about you. I feel like they're attracted to you. Lover's card. I feel like they want to give to the situation in some way, but I also, if this is any type of love triangle or anything like that, I would say I would not expect like super quick energy with this person. This person looks like it looks like you could be waiting a very long time is what I'm seeing here. So it's like, don't get in that waiting energy either. Even though I said, not to, to be the pursuer, don't also just sit around waiting either. So it's like what you want to receive now is more true. If someone really, 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 really wants to be with you, it's like, don't just settle for like a short little, what do I want to say? Like romp. Okay. And I mean, unless you're cool with that, then great. But if you're looking for something more, and if there's complications around this, I feel like, you know what, if that person truly wants to be with you, they will be with you. Okay. If there's a lot of stalling involved, and I get it, things are complicated and, all that kind of stuff, but if there's a lot of stalling involved, I would say have the confidence here to, possibly stop overthinking this and move on to more of like, this may be standing in the way of something that could really be good for you. All right, your wishes might be right around the corner, but if we get stuck and stalled waiting, on someone to receive us or to give to us in this situation, I feel like you're going to be waiting on this person a really long time. So you have this understanding is the key to deep connections. Yes, understand that things can be complicated and things do take time and all of that. But there's the key here is the heart. How is the heart really feeling? So I do feel like there's something that is being called for you here, Capricorn, to give a little bit more heart to, not just energetic enthusiasm toward, but heart toward. All right. And that's going to help that heart to understand what it truly wants to give to, instead of fighting what you really want to give your heart to or who you really want to give your heart to. Okay. All right. So that is Capricorn. We are on to Aquarius. We are. All right. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what the message wants to come out for you. Aquarius, as far as who and or what is coming toward you. Aquarius, please. Okay, we have hope at the bottom of the deck. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. Beautiful. All right, like that. Oh, you got 3. I thought I pulled 2. Okay. We have bravery. Face the unknown with a bravery and trust your steps. And we have adventure is the path to new worlds. Well, that's a cool card for Aquarius. So bravery, adventure. Wow, both of these cards too. There's like a lone person standing on the like edge of something. And what's interesting is this is a feminine character. This is a masculine character. So it's like bravery and adventure, maybe stepping out. Maybe it's time to meet someone or something along those lines. Start dating again, possibly. There may be someone that's just like you. Oh my gosh. And look, a heart. It's like these two that are very similar, but like maybe in different areas or something along those lines. And then we have this heart showing up. Be grateful for every moment. Keep a heart of gratitude showing up. I feel like you guys may have a connection out there is what I'm getting. Okay. Something like different, new, transformative. Okay. Let's see though. Let's see what's going on. Oh, your card, Aquarius. What? Yeah. Whoa. All right. You guys might just have the most exciting reading of today. Let's see what's going on. All right. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Wow, the Magician showing up. Okay. Sagittarius, Gemini so far showing up for you. Okay. What's going on for Aquarius, please? Who and or what? Coming in. All right. Ace of Wands. Yeah, this feels like brave, new adventure. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, someone may be ending something and then contacting you. Okay, something along those lines is what I'm getting. Okay, but this feels like needing to be brave and adventurous and go for something. Okay, that like in order to do that, there's something or someone to let go of emotionally and go toward. All right, and be grateful for the experience of something that you have been very emotionally invested in or involved with, but just doesn't have that sense of adventure anymore. And it's like being grateful for that experience, for showing you like what didn't work or what won't work or something like that, so that you can go toward these new experiences or experience or person that is going to be feel like revitalize you again, is what I'm seeing in a positive way. Something new. Ace of Wands, right? New energies. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have for you? Yeah, letting go of being chained to that which is not going anywhere, that which is unfulfilling, that which seems heavy and difficult and hard and feels like it's just filled with lessons. Like that is what is to move away from and start being brave and encountering like new energies here. Okay. Wow. Yeah, the World card really setting something again that you may have invested a lot emotionally in, but like really letting this go. Like this, I feel like within the new year, within the beginning of the new year, well, as they say, January. Okay. But in that time frame, it's like by that time frame, really being ready for a new cycle and releasing old emotions with things. Yeah. How you can liberate yourself to a new cycle is to stop kind of tiptoeing around an old cycle, not repeating patterns, not being a sort of, the Seven of Swords can be kind of stealth, kind of sly, wanting to find out information. It can be the spy card, things like that. This is in the energy of like how to liberate yourself right now, so that like we're not in that energy and this new energy can come in. Okay. And yeah, you have the Knight of Pentacles, a plan to move forward. All right. See your future. What does your future look like? And it's, I would say not to include anything from like the past. Not that, that should be just disregarded or anything like that. It can be honored in gratitude, like we saw that card, but not visualizing things that have kept you like in that devil card energy. It's like visualizing your future. All right. Knowing that there is a future on the horizon, having this hope, all that you had at the bottom of the deck, things like that. What not to do is the Seven of Swords, to like spy on things, or this can be like spying on an ex, or I wonder if they're happy without me, or those types of things, or if it's more about like work and career for you, it's like tiptoeing around things that are just consistently a pattern that you don't want anymore. You might have put a lot emotionally into it, but it's just not working for you. So anything that you feel that you deep down, like you keep repeating and you keep doing, and it just doesn't propel you forward, those are the things to let go of. And then I feel like it's going to be like a brave new world for you, really like just a whole different world for you. That's what, a lot of opportunity, different things. The Seven of Cups here, I get a good vibe from. Sometimes the Seven of Cups can be sort of overwhelming or confused or not sure what you want, that sort of thing. I did not feel that when I looked at the bottom of the deck and saw the Seven of Cups. To me, it looks like there's so many different options options that could be available to you. But there is something about not tiptoeing around something, like some kind of pattern that you keep repeating within yourself or with someone. Okay, that changes everything for you. Okay, so that is Aquarius. We're on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces, let's see what the message is for Pisces, please. So what and or who is next for Pisces? What and or who is coming in next or coming toward Pisces? Okay. Oh, well, at the bottom of the deck, heads up, we have fake accounts, fake social media, accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. So heads up there, that is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, but let's see what your actual cards are here. Okay, so we have abundance. Beautiful. Abundance comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort. Okay. And we have courage. Courage lies within you. You have the power to overcome anything. All right. So you have abundance and courage. Courage to go for something. That's the energy that's coming for you, like in this like next chapter is what I'm getting. This isn't just like current energy. I feel like this is your next chapter. Okay, so fake accounts. Interesting. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on for Pisces. Pisces, please. Okay. Yeah, you definitely have like spy energy around you. So I would say heads up there. So it could be catfishy stuff, something like that. Maybe if you have an ex or, something. Or, and I'll always say this, to be honest with yourself, if you're the one, like with opening up some sort of fake account or something like that. It's like, it's one thing to, but like to not want to give a company like all of your information or something and kind of have that type of account, fine. But if it's like opening up a fake account to like spy on somebody or pretend you're someone else, then that there's something, and I'm not trying to shame anyone, okay, if that is going on, but there is something like inherently wrong about that, because it's because we can doesn't mean we should. And that's the thing with the internet. There's a lot of things that we can do, but there's a lot of things that doesn't mean that we should do. And, I'm really not a fan of like that type of thing. I don't think that is something that we should engage in. And again, I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad or shameful or anything like that. I mean, whatever, with all that kind of stuff. But it's like once we do think about it, and we really take our time to think about something like that, like how that must feel. And then obviously if we're in a position where we have to create a fake account to keep tabs on someone, then, that someone isn't for us. Because if you're in a good, healthy situation with someone, there would be no need to create something like that. So it's something then to ask yourself, is how is anyone really benefiting from this? Because chances are it's either going to make you sad or make you mad or make you yearn, or something like that, when it's everything but actually connecting, realistically with this person. So there's yeah, something about that. Yeah, especially if it's any type of third party situation or something like that. Libra, Taurus showing up. Anyway, all right, let's go into this and see what's going on. All right, so tell me more about Pisces. What is going on for Pisces, please? Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's something to set yourself free from a situation, because there's a chance to balance a karma here in a positive way. There is a time to let go of something here for sure. All right. I feel like there's somebody here that's like, oh my God, why did I do that? Why did I send all those messages? Why did I do this? Or something along those lines. I'd say let it go. Stop thinking about it. Don't worry about it. If it was you, maybe you did a little love bombing at, 2 a.m. or something like that. Or if, someone could have been doing that to you, either way, it's like, I would just say not to overthink anything about the situation, to let it go. If it's somebody that's doing that to you, don't let them tear into your peace of mind like that. Okay. And if it's you that maybe, sent a few messages more than you meant to, kind of thing. And you're like, oh my God, like this position here. What did I do? Again, just let it go. Don't overthink it. But it is something though, like if it was you who did it and you're feeling bad, like, oh shit, I shouldn't have sent that many messages or something. Well, then we can learn from that, we probably shouldn't have. We probably shouldn't have sent, 8 messages at 2 in the morning or something like that. And then learn from that. But don't keep beating yourself up for it. It's just be like, oh man, I don't like doing that, because then that makes me feel, I always look at this card and it reminds me of the Talking Heads song, My God, what have I done? Right? So it's like, nah, that's no fun. No fun to be in that energy. What is fun is to have the courage to go toward the abundance in our life. The things that, not an abundance of text messages at 2 a.m., but the abundance of just life in general, beautiful things that are healthy and hopeful and all that kind of stuff. So I do feel like there's something to that. If it's somebody that's done it to you, like I said, again, don't overthink it or anything like that. If it's not something you want to participate in, or something that's putting you into this crappy energy because they're doing it to you, then just do your best to let it go and just, not let it victimize you. Okay. All right. Let's see what else for Pisces, please. Pisces. Pisces. Okay. Okay. Yeah, taking control of a situation. Okay. So we have Cancer, Aries, and Scorpio here, if that means anything to you. All right. And some Gemini energy on the board as well. Yeah, making the decision to become ruler of your kingdom, ruler of your own thoughts, to break free from whatever this situation is. So it's an overthinking and an overabundance of expression that's not true. Or, I mean, it might be true, but it's not true expression. So either, again, someone doing it to you, you doing it to someone else, whatever the situation is. And even if it's not a person necessarily, it could just be overthinking too much. Okay. There's what wants to emerge from you is change, deep, profound change, and making a decision to take leadership over the courage here to go for things. I feel like you're being strongly urged here to step into a kind of a stoic energy of being unbothered and making up your mind toward something very clearly and moving toward leadership of yourself. All right. So not being hung up in emotions, in overthinking, in anything like that. And it is time to kind of grab the bull by the horns, if you will, and make a contract to yourself, I'm going to move forward. This is it. I'm going to break free from this. I am moving forward. I'm not going to get hung up on this anymore. I'm not going to let this bother me anymore. I am not going to let them bother me anymore. Whatever it may be, it's a contract to move forward is what I see here. So have the ability to go for that. If you guys are worried about a specific job or something that you are going for, because maybe this is a bunch of resumes or something along those lines, I feel like that's not really the answer either. So if you put out a bunch of resumes and something along those lines, well, I'll just put out a bunch of resumes. I'm going to quit this job and put my hat in the ring and all these other places. I feel like deep down, that's not really what you want either. So, and that's probably why you still don't feel comfortable with things. And it's probably why you're probably not getting callbacks if you're not. Okay. Because there's a deeper change that the universe wants to see you commit to, this more authoritative leadership energy, and facing that within yourself, having the courage to face that within yourself too. And even if it means like driving a little further to something, or a few more obstacles than you're necessarily thinking about wanting to take on, it's like still have the courage to do that. I feel like it could lead to a very abundant future for yourself. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for Pisces. All right. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you soon for the next reading. All right. Bye.